Hi everyone, and what's up guys. In this video I will going to talk about the coroutines in our Unity C# scripting. So for that, as always, we are going to our first script, and the coroutine is like a function that has the ability to pause execution and return control to Unity, but then to continue where it left off on the following frame. So let's imagine that we want to execute our code after a certain time. So we cannot do this in the usual methods or usual functions, because every regular method is usually called immediately after we start the game. So if we want, for example, to execute some part or piece of code 5 seconds after we start the game, so in that case we will use, of course, a coroutine. So I will now, as always, show the example of an coroutine, and everything will be much understandable to you. So we are going right below our update method and type IEnumerator and give the name of our coroutine, which is going to be this is coroutine, parentheses, open the curly brackets, and we create the coroutine. So first thing that we will type in the coroutine is gonna be yield return new wait for seconds, and in parentheses give some number, which is going to be 2f semicolon, and below that we are going to print something in the console as always. So debug.log and print the word like a coroutine. And in order to call this coroutine in the start or update method, we cannot call like regular function. In order to call the coroutine, we need to pass the start coroutine and then pass the name of our coroutine, which is this is the coroutine. Again, the brackets, and on the end is going to be, so I made a mistake here, on the end is going to be the semicolon, and we call the coroutine in the start method. And I called the coroutine, but I didn't explain what this code that our coroutine contain actually means. So first of all, I created here yield return new and wait for seconds and pass the 2 seconds. And then I called this debug.log function in order to our function pass or print in console coroutine word. So this code, this yield return new wait for seconds, simply means that we want to wait 2 seconds and then print the debug.log function in the console. So simply means that we are going to wait appropriate time that we specified here in the parentheses, which is 2f, and which means that we are going to wait 2 seconds and then print this word in the console. So let's see this in the action. So I will save this and go back to Unity and run the game. And now we are waiting 2 seconds, and bam, we see that our console now after 2 seconds print the appropriate word which we are created here. So we see that how the coroutine works, how we can call this yield return new function, how we can, so you can experiment with this number or seconds right here. So we can pass, for example, there 3.5f, and you can imagine, so now our console will wait 3.5 seconds and then it will print this coroutine word in the console. So let's see this again in the action. So go back to Unity and run the game. And now we are waiting 3.5 seconds and bam, we see that our console prints appropriate word. So I think this is enough for this video, guys. I explained what is a coroutine, how can we use the coroutines and whatnot. So if you have some questions about the coroutines, you can put that in comments, and as always I will answer as quickly as I can. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.